So on today's video, I have a little bit of a different scenario. Today, I'm going to be unboxing one of the Toro Puro packages. This is the way that I normally send it to a customer, and I decided today to do a little bit of an unboxing. I'm sure you probably have seen a couple of them on Instagram and stuff, but nobody has done a proper unboxing. And also, I want to share with you why I've done what I've done, and why I've used what I've used, and what's the meaning behind all of it. Without further ado, let's get started. They come in these pouches, bags. This is from the courier. They are shipped like this for a reason. I wanted them, normally the packages are going to be cigars, and although we're using our own pouches, I wanted them to be extra protected from rain, any water spillage or anything. So we decided to go for a bag packaging, shipping bag, and you will normally just get it. Obviously you open it however you want to open it. I'm using one of the Le Fin Lam's knives, and then as you can see, I use a considerable size box because I do believe that cigars deserve to be treated, and they deserve this grand experience. So this is the box. I've gone for a craft box because I liked how it felt natural. It reminded me of the cigars, of the cigar wrapper, and the materials when they do boxes of cigars and stuff like that. So I went for a natural feel, natural look. It is not a cheap box anyway. It is quite thick, so it will protect your cigars fine. We've been shipping them since October, haven't had any problems with the boxes or anything. Nobody's complained about the cigars being damaged. This is the reason why I also went for a big box, because I thought a bigger box I can fit maybe more cigars or accessories, and they will always be protected. Now, the first idea was I was going to ship the cigars in this box, and I was going to have the shipping label over here. This is a topographic map of where I was born, a little thing to go with the brand, and over here we have the little band here that says Toro Puro. This is, I don't know if you've seen it in the, especially in the Habano boxes. So it's a little bit of like paying a tribute to cigar boxes. They have a little side label on the side. I decided to do that. And on this side we have a QR code that if you scan it, you go straight away into our website. Underneath we have the logo, and that's about it. So as you open it, you're going to be presented on this side, and we have a zipper. I decided to add a zipper to this box, and I really enjoy undoing this. Unzip it, and as you unzip it, the message here says elevate your moment. This is our Toro Puro slogan, and I really believe that once you open this box, you're going to elevate your moments, and this is the whole reason and why having that little secret message there. But as you open the box, you're going to be greeted with the Toro Puro logo here. Again, it's craft inside, very minimal, very simple. I didn't go for colors or anything. It's black because I wanted to reduce a bit of the ink that is being used to make it more environmentally friendly. I didn't want to use strong oil colors or anything like that. We wanted to keep it, more environmentally friendly, recyclable, etc. So here we are greeted with a welcome card. Welcome to Toro Puro Club. As a member of the club, exclusivity is your privilege. This card isn't just paper. It's a gateway. Pass it to a friend who appreciates the finer things. Thank you for Toro Puro, toropuro.com. So the idea with this is that maybe if you enjoy what you had here and the experience and everything, you can pass this to one of your friends, and they'll be able to jump online and have a look themselves to what we offer. The feeling of this is we want you to feel welcome, we want you to feel part of the club, and we want you to refer your friends, and we want them to feel part of something more than just a shop selling cigars. Now this one, as you can see, says that because this is a package that I've made thinking about that Father's Day is coming along. But this is how you're going to be presented. You're going to have tissue paper. We have a sticker. Normally it will say, in my case, for example, welcome to Toro Puro, Mr. De Freitas or Mr. Vivas or Mr. Jones, whatever the name is. These are handwritten. I write each one of them. So I hope you guys like my handwriting. I think it's a little bit of a, you know, I take my time writing them. Sometimes I get it wrong. I have to write them again. I thought it would be something that I could do to give you that extra little bit of a personal touch, you know, and not just printing it, because I could print them, but I thought handwriting them would be a little bit more of a, you know, I've paid attention and I want to give you something really personalized, something really from me to you, basically. But as we are here, we just take away the sticker. I want to see if I can do this as delicate as I can. Not that you have to, but I want to keep it so that it still looks good for the rest of the video. Sorry. Okay, so I've peeled off the sticker, and you will open it up like this. We have more tissue paper. I like to put in a lot of tissue paper to keep the cigars safe. They're not going to bang around or hit or anything like that. As you open it, you're greeted with an envelope. This envelope has your order, so everything you order will be here, your packing list, all the cigars, accessories, etc. So that's what you get in the envelope. Again, I try to use nice paper, beautiful envelope, all within the branding and everything, just to give you a good experience. I want you to feel like whatever money you spend, whether it was a 10-pound cigar or 100 pounds, 200 pounds, I want you to feel, you know, you invested your money in something and it came and it gave you a great experience. But anyway, here, once you open the pack, in this occasion, I'm just trying to give you a little bit of variation. I have cigars, I got some accessories. Let's go through the accessories. So this is the VSV box. This is for a cigar case. I just added it here. You know, this is some of the products that we provide in toropuro.com. Just for you guys to have a little look. We also have the Le Fin lamps, which is exactly the same. Well, it's not the same knife as this, but is a different style of knife that we go here. But it's one of this. So this is from the Le Fin lamps. Again, if you're giving your dad a Father's Day present and you're thinking of buying some cigars, some accessories, this is why I laid it out like this. You can give him a cutter, you can give him a case and buy some cigars, and I'm sure they're going to be really happy. Over here we have our cigar pouch. This is how we ship our cigars. They're in here with a humidity pouch. And again, this, I wanted it to be able to stand. I think it looks really nice, really elegant. I don't like those zip-lock bags that are just very cheap and it ruins the experience. Here the cigars are not only protected, but it also looks good. You can have it with you if you go out. Say for instance, you want to go out with a couple of friends to lounge or something. You have your cigars here if you don't have a case. Humidity bag is inside. This is also recyclable. It has the texture of, when I was looking for pouches and different sizes and styles and materials, I really like this one because it feels like the tobacco leaf. Sometimes you buy some cigars that are a bit rough, they feel a bit sandpapery. Like this is what you get here, and you can obviously hear the texture. We'll get to the cigars in a bit, but we got some Toro Puro matches. These are cigar matches. Again, you know, we have black instead of red. The Toro Puro, a bit of more, this is shiny over here, embossed, etc. Just little details that I think will give a bit more of an experience to whoever buys this. I also like to add some cedar spills because it gives you that beautiful, beautiful smell of cedar. It reminds me of cigars, of humidors, of Cuban cigar boxes. That's what it reminds me of. So I like adding them to give you as well a bit of that sensory feel of, you know, you have texture, you have sight, but you also have smell. I wanted to add that, and once you move everything and you smell your hands, they're going to smell of cedar, they're going to remind you of cigar, of a humidor. We also add a little card over here in case you want to, again, pass it over to a friend in case the card is a bit too big. or you lose the card, or you can keep this in, with all your business cards. This is two things that you could share with friends and pass it along if you have enjoyed the experience with us. We have tissue paper, and it's filled with recyclable paper. The reason why the box is big is if you want to order more cigars, or you want to order a box of cigars, it will also go inside one of these, as I want you to have the full experience regardless. So at the moment, this one is filled in with some paper underneath, and that's about it. That's how you will receive a Toro Puro package. Now here, as I mentioned, we have some cigars. These are just some cigars that I added as an example. We have an Oliva Melanio. I also added the Olmec by Foundation Cigars quite recently in the website. They're live now. Very good cigar, nicely priced. And then we have some of our exclusives, Simón Beltré. And we also have the Simón Beltré. Oh, this is a Colombos Negro. Beautiful cigar, delicious flavors. It uses a leaf that is grown in the Canary Islands in Spain, so it's very unique flavor profile. And so is this. This is another Simón Beltré. This is a Dominican cigar. This uses a method of fermentation called andullo. The cigar is called andullo itself, and it gives you, again, this andullo actually is the way that the Taino Indians used to ferment the tobacco for the cigars, for the smoking. So this is the traditional way that they used to do it. The Indians used to do it before the Spanish came along and changed the process. So it has a very particular notes. It's very smooth, full body, really nice cigar. And yeah, this is all I wanted to show you. A quick unboxing so that you know what you're gonna get. Inside here we have a boost, and you can keep it here as long as it's locked. Like I said, you can carry the pouch anywhere with you. If you're on a trip or something, just make sure you don't put it close to any sources of heat, because it will still damage the cigar. But it will hold humidity. It looks good. If you're in your car, you can leave them, in your seat and stuff. It's going to look all right. It's not going to be those cheap Ziploc bags. But anyway, I thought of doing this. I've had a couple of friends requesting me to do an unboxing of my packages, which I thought was a bit weird, but I understand the point. And I think doing it like this, you're also able to understand why I did things, like why I chose the box color. We did think of going through a blue box, paint the whole box, but that was taking a lot of ink, a lot of layers, a lot of chemicals. It wasn't as recyclable, and I didn't like that. I also like the natural feel. Like I said, even the bag has that sandy feel to it. I liked how the craft paper is natural, tobacco, the colors, it all worked together. So I stayed with just natural and black. And obviously we use some tissue paper just to enhance the experience, and also to pack everything nice, to make everything, make sure that nothing is going to bounce around, and not that it was going to hurt the cigars because they're in here, but still you don't want to get a package that you shake it and it's like stones inside. And all of this little leaflets and stuff, again, is to make you feel part of the community, because I really appreciate your orders. I've taken a lot of my time sourcing the cigars, making sure that everything that is on the website is chosen for a reason, not for because a brand came and he had a good deal, and I just bought a lot of the cigars because it was a good deal or something like that. I've selected the cigars on the website because I think they bring something special and they're worth the money. So the whole thing is an experience, and I want you to realize how much it means to me when you guys make a purchase. That's why I went through all of this. But not only that, I also believe that cigars are a premium product, especially when you start buying accessories, 100, 200 pounds, 1,000 pounds for a DuPont lighter, things like this. You're spending a lot of money, and I truly believe that if this is a luxury product, although we're just going to burn them, you should have that luxury experience. And this is something that I noticed that was missing every time I make the purchase online. I am based online, so I've really thought about how I want to do this, the website, the social media, talking to you guys, making you guys feel part of the community, the club, the family, the familia. And I think this is the best way. There's still a lot of room for improvement, but I think from what we were getting to what I've been able to provide here, I think is a big jump. There's still a lot of things I want to do. A lot of ways of improving this. This is the version, not that it's version 1, because we went through a lot of packaging and a lot of alterations, but to the public this will be version 1. There will be more alterations. There are going to be improvements made in a couple of things that I don't want to mention here, but there is still a lot to do. Again, the website, the social media, the YouTube channel, and the packaging, the whole thing is all a whole package to give you the best experience possible. I truly believe cigars are not just a luxury product, they're a product that really touches us, that makes us feel grounded, a product that takes us back through history, and something that needs to be kept in a very special, I wouldn't say condition, but the ritual is very special. And I wanted the whole thing from the moment you land in toropuro.com, the website, you search for your cigars, to the moment you open your package, you take them home, you carry them with you until the moment that you smoke them. Anyway, I think this is a bit of a rumble. I know I was asked to do this by a couple of friends. Well, not asked, it was an idea. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, make sure that you give the video a thumbs up and leave me a comment. What do you think is missing from here? What should I add? Do you think it's too much? Because I had some people say, oh, it's too much, it's too big, shouldn't do that, we just buying cigars, just send us in any box, whatever, we don't care. I don't think like that. A lot of people don't think like that, but I want to know what you think. And if you want to help, by all means, feel free to buy at toropuro.com. But if you really want to help, just by commenting, sharing this video will help a lot, and that's free. So please go ahead and do that. And if you enjoyed the video, I'm going to leave you another video here that will help you with cigars. It's not an unboxing, but it'll be a very interesting video over here. Otherwise, you can subscribe here. And until next time, thank you very much. See you.